So every trader goes through the same trials and tribulations. You want to long right here, and then you want to short right here. You get wrecked either way. Your emotions are in control, but they're something that we can't get away from. You know, we've had these same emotions to run away from lions and bears. Your grandparents. These are good things. They keep you alive. But as Tesla is driving itself, and so does airplanes. They fly themselves, and pilots simply do not do the actual flying. I'm going to show you here today, step by step, how to remove your emotions and get a trading bot live. We have AI now, so you can use Claude Code to do this. I actually just saw my friend who's a PhD, and I'm so far from a PhD. But he said he's a coder PhD as well. And he said, yeah, I'm using AI to code. And he's actually just using IntelliSense, meaning it just finishes the coding for him. You have Claude Code, and I want to show you how to set up Claude Code first. And then I'm going to give you the full step-by-step roadmap here and walk you through it so you can actually build your own trading bots with Claude Code. But I think the most important thing here is get Claude Code installed, because, okay, can you build me a trading bot that uses the VWAP and make it in Python? We know she can do this here, but there's a lot of iteration. I've been here for years using AI. I actually used to get made fun of for using AI as a coder, and now everybody's using AI. So I'm going to show you how to leapfrog that PhD friend I have who is a coder who's not even using AI correctly. Let's do that first, and then I'm going to walk you through this roadmap that gives you every single step of the way in order to actually automate your trading. So 2 things we're going to complete in the next few minutes. If you just lock in, hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, so first things first, type into Google, install Claude Code. Quick start, install Claude Code. This will essentially allow you to have the AI code for you all day. You can see she can code inside of the browser version, but it's much better this way. If you have Mac, you'll copy this ugly line. And don't worry, I was scared of learning how to code too. You actually don't even need to know how to code anymore. That's the crazy thing. If you have Mac, you'll copy this line. If you have Windows PowerShell, if you have Windows, you'll copy this line here. Or if you're using PowerShell, you'll copy this line. So let's copy this line. And if you're on Mac or Windows, type in terminal. Okay. Terminal will open up this scary black thing. But don't worry. This is the only hard part about this. And it's not even hard. You just go ahead and copy that where it says curl something Chinese stuff. Copy this and then paste it in there and then install it. Then just once you install it, all you have to do is type in Claude, and then it will run it. It will run Claude Code, and you'll connect it to your Claude account. You can see she can code and you can copy paste like this, but this is a much more advanced way to do it. And you can see the next step after this is you'll have multiple Claude codes going at the same time if you catch up to me. So I'll get you caught up to speed in this roadmap. But look at this, dude. I use multiple Claude codes at the same time. I use 6 Claude codes at the same time, at least 6. So you can see here, I've got a bunch of browsers open as well, but I've got all of my Claude codes here. After you do those steps, rewind if you need to. After you do those steps, you're going to have this interface here. And then you can say, hey, build me a trading bot. And you can essentially have them do anything. But I'm going to make this even better. So not only are you going to see exactly the roadmap right now, you can actually go ahead and take these screenshots, just screenshot the parts that you think are interesting, and you'll be able to go ahead and send them into your Claude Code, because now you have leapfrogged a PhD coder. I swear, dude, he's literally a PhD developer. Crazy that he's not using Claude Code. So this is early. You always think you're too late. You're not too late. You're right on time. So let's go through this roadmap. Now, the first thing in the roadmap are a bunch of videos. I've been here for 5 years showing absolutely everything. So you can go ahead and see these videos here. I'll open them all up so you can have access to them. Well, I'll just give you this. You can Google or YouTube this, how to code in 2026 for regular people if you want to see that. How to build a trading bot, generate 90 plus strategies. You can see the titles here. So just search them on YouTube when you're done.
Show you
how to actually build a trading bot. These are essentially going through the videos that I've created in the past that are the
Book
best
full
ones
of
that will actually hold your
strategies.
hand through the process. Advanced futures trading strategies. So a bunch of strategies that you can get started with. My process I
I'm going to
follow,
show
I'll
you
teach you
how
here in
to
a second. It comes
actually.
down to research, backtest, and then incubate. You can go ahead and Google or YouTube how to actually use AI for trading. These are deeper videos, but then we also have a Discord, and anybody can go to our Discord. It's moondev.com/Discord. A bunch of frequently asked questions, and you can ask your other questions here. But let's go through some of the top questions because I want to get you fully onboarded here so you can automate your trading. What is the best coding language for algo trading? It's Python. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's Python. Everybody's trying to figure it out, and essentially people are trying to give themselves excuses not to do this. It doesn't matter what language you know because you probably don't know any. Claude Code knows every single language and they can guide you. I recommend Python. Where to learn algo trading? I have a YouTube channel. You can just go watch that. Do you prefer trading crypto? I think it's best to start with crypto because it's easiest to set things up. How do you run your bots 24/7? I put them on Visual or not Visual Studio Code. I use Cherry servers, but it's just VPS. So you can just Google VPS and you can run your bots 24/7 in the cloud. Why don't you believe in hand trading? I'm just too emotional for it, and our emotions are here to keep us safe. You can't just stop being human. And your surgeon, they also, if they were emotional, you would not hire them, right? The people that are flying flights, they don't sit there and just go start flying 200 people. No, they go through simulators. How do you start this journey? You can just start now. I just showed you how to set up Claude Code, and you can ask these questions along with these questions I have and just send them into Claude Code if you want to go ahead and expand on anything. What strategy do you suggest? I suggest the RBI formula, and I'll show you that here in a second. There's a bunch of questions to answer. If you come to the private stream tomorrow, I have a private Zoom call. I'll just give you this roadmap. Can you build a bot for me? I can show you how to build everything it takes to build any bot you want to build, right? So it comes down to your strategy and your edge. Why do I teach algo trading? Because I believe AI is the great equalizer. I used to say I believe code is a great equalizer, but you just saw how to set up Claude Code. So now anybody can code. Now, this is the framework that I follow, and this is real alpha here. So if you want to go ahead and screenshot this, screenshot it, and then bring it into your Claude Code, it's really cool because now you can see this. Go ahead and explain the RBI system to me and how this keeps me from running unprofitable trading strategies and only running bots that are actually profitable. Thank you. So I just sent him a screenshot here of my roadmap, and you can take a screenshot whenever you want. But the process of automating your trading starts with research of trading strategies. So you're finding ideas, right? This might be an edge that works. Then you backtest those strategies to see if they actually work. Backtesting is getting data from the past and applying it to that strategy. And the cool thing is you can say something like this. Remember, you have Claude Code up here. Hey, can you go ahead and backtest a strategy for me in my backtesting folder? Go ahead and use the VWAP and a volume spike in order to backtest it. Use 5 different agents in order to test different ideas around this and just send me back the final stats. So when I got started, it used to take me 8 hours to run one backtest. You saw that I just said, hey, start with 5 agents. You can see here, she went ahead and expanded on the roadmap that I gave you. RBI equals research, backtest, and then incubate. This is your discipline filter. It exists so you never deploy capital on gut feeling. And that's what we're doing, trading by hand. It's gut feeling. So now, you find ideas, you back test those ideas to see if they actually work in the past. And if they work in the past, they might work in the future. So you incubate them with small size. I'm here to get you from 0 to 1. If you do not know how to have trading bots run for you 24/7, I know you're losing money if you're trading. I know it. So I can help you stop losing money, because if you take me up on this short video here today and say, hey, I'm an automated trader now, you literally become more profitable today. If you've lost 10,000 in the last month, 100,000, a million in the last month, dude, well, you stop trading that way, you're automatically more profitable. You just have to shift. So now you know my framework: research, backtest, and then incubate. Okay, now you're gonna have to screenshot these because there's so many ideas here. I've been here for 5 years. Here's a bunch of ideas. You can just screenshot. Again, research is the first part. So screenshot some of these, and these are ideas to get you started. I'll just go through some of them. Obviously, there's hundreds of them here on the roadmap. These are ideas I've pulled from books, from papers, etc. I want to keep this short and sweet, so I can't show you all of them now. But like I said, if you come to the private Zoom tomorrow, you can have this as well, the roadmap. It's at moondev.com/roadmap. Anyways, these are books that I highly recommend reading. These are books that I read in order to come up with a ton of ideas and really set me off on this journey. Trading books, of course. Market Wizards, you must read all of those. That's important. Chat with Traders, you must listen to all of those. Okay, perfect. Now you got some technical books, and your mind is the real power here. So if you don't believe that you can do something, you're not going to be able to do it, dude. So let's get it. Okay, let's see what else. We have a back test here that is complete. That's from one of my agents. She just popped up on me. You can see I have 5 different agents. And that's why it's so important that you rewind this video and you get Claude Code set up. Because, okay, I showed you you can do this to build a bot on the web interface, but you can't have 5 agents run at the same time. So that's the big difference there. And that's why I think it's so, so important that you take me up on installing Claude Code and getting used to it. Now, where do you get the data from? Look, another back test here. Final 74%, peak was 110%. Where do you get the data from? Well, I actually have a bunch of data on the roadmap as well. You can use that. But again, this is only for people that come tomorrow. Then I got a bunch of code from videos. So if you want to get into HIP3 stuff, Polymarket stuff, 5-minute stuff, Polymarket scanners, call sheet scanners, you can see reviews and testimonials. But now you know everything I know about how to get your trading bots live using Claude Code, and you can start right now. So good luck. Have fun.